We have moved into the FM 101.9 Music Hall, and I'm looking at a guy who is known all over the world for his massive success as the principal songwriter and lead singer of Men at Work. Colin Hay, thank you for joining us today.
That's my pleasure. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, everyone knows that Men at Work are from Australia, so are people surprised to find out that you were actually born and lived in Scotland until you were 14?
Yeah, a lot of people still are, yeah. I am sometimes, you know. But I went to Australia when I was 14, and my accent changed from this one because people said, "What kind of accent's that, pal?" You know, people said, "Oh, you can't talk like that, Matt. You got to learn how to talk like us." So I did for a while, but then when I left Australia, this accent came back.
So it was all fake, huh?
It was not. You know, it's kind of you have to assimilate.
Sure.
In a sense, when you're 14, you know, you just don't want to get bashed every day. You know, so you kind of like, you know, just talk like everyone else for a while. So.
Right. It's like if you move to New York, you start talking like this.
Exactly.
Okay, makes sense.
You know.
Well, Men at Work ceased to be about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
You've been doing a lot of acting and a lot of solo work and stuff like that since then. We're going to talk about all of that, but first, can we get you to play a song?
Sure thing. Yeah, here's an old tune.
Okay. Colin Hay in the Music Hall at FM 101.9.
This is a Men at Work song. You can tell, can you, already? I can't get to sleep. Think about the implications. Diving in too deep. Possibly there are complications. Especially at night. I worry over situations. I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, though there's little variation. That nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications. Diving in too deep, and possibly the complications. Especially at night, I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. disappear and fade away.
Colin Hay, live in the Music Hall at FM 101.9. I remember that one.
It's more like a music hallway, if you don't mind.
Well,
me saying.
that's really what it is. We call it the Music Hall. It's basically a hallway between two studios.
It's a very nice hallway, though, I must say.
Well, thank you. And you filled it up beautifully. Of course, one of the big smash hits from Men at Work, Overkill. You're playing tonight at the Alligator Lounge. Is it just going to be you and a guitar like this?
It's just me, and then sometimes some other people get up and play with me. But I've no idea who they are. They just kind of get up and play, and then they go away again. You know?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Sometimes people turn up that I know and play, and then, but I know that at least I'm there. So we've got a show, you know.
So do you do a combination of old material, new material?
Yeah, I do. I do some old Men at Work things, and I kind of sometimes I tell, my story, which is I find amusing, and sometimes other people do as well. Just about what's happened to me in the last, the whole kind of thing of. The kind of, I suppose, the peaks and valleys of one's career,
Well, that's what we're curious about, because let's talk about that for a second. Men at Work, in the early 80s, you were on top of the world, and Business as Usual was number one on the charts for 16 weeks.
Yeah.
And you guys, Men at Work was probably the biggest band in the world. You had success
Massive.
that very few people know. What was that like?
It was incredible. You get out of, it very quickly becomes your reality. We went from being the microphone keeps on cutting in and out, so it's very weird.
Hold on a second. We got to get this fixed so we can hear you.
I thought I had a sudden case of laryngitis, but it's not. It's there you go. Anyway, for you get very used very quickly to the airplane, with Men at Work on the side, and those big cars and stuff like that. But it was an incredible experience coming to America because it was rarefied. It's we went from playing in pubs in Australia. It wasn't that quick. I mean, it happened over a period of 2 years or something. But it was a fantastic experience in the true sense of the word.
I bet. So now, how has that shaped who you are today?
How's it shaped?
Yeah. How has it made you the man that you have become now? What has it done to you? I mean, it's gotta warp something in there to have that kind of major success.
I don't know. Well, lately it's paid for the renovation of my kitchen. I know that much. But
so you haven't blown all the money?
No, not all of it, because I'm Scottish.
Okay, I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, I spent a lot of it. I managed to get through. I managed to get through an awful lot of money. But it's fun. Well, the band broke up, and then after that time, you think to yourself, well, this is just going to keep going, But of course, some people manage to do that. The career just seems to kind of, go up and so forth, or be maintained. But mine kind of, it was very, very huge, and then it kind of imploded, and then the dust settled, and it's a matter of kind of picking yourself up and kind of brushing yourself off, and off you go again, And I've made about 4 albums since Men at Work, and none of them have kind of stuck to the wall, commercially like the others did. But everyone gets better, and I suppose I don't take it as seriously as I used to, which is a difference, I suppose. I kind of tend to laugh about things a lot more, because otherwise, if you actually do take yourself too seriously over a period of time, for one thing, people usually get pretty bored with you, because your eyebrow, your forehead's knitted up all the time, But I've been doing a show for a few years, like at the Edinburgh Festival and things, which is just talking about people that I met and things that happened, ridiculous things that you never really get a chance to tell people, in passing, So I just kind of put it into my show, and sometimes songs remind me of a particular occurrence that happened to me, and it's a laugh, It's a good night out.
And it will be tonight at the Alligator?
It sure will.
Okay, why don't you play something new for us that we haven't heard?
Okay, I'll just have to switch guitars.
Okay, it's Colin Hay is with us in the Music Hall here at FM 101.9.
This is a tune called "Waiting for My Real Life to Begin," which, when you were saying before what I've been doing for the last 10 years, that's kind of what I immediately think of, just waiting for the vegetables. Actually, at the moment, I'm waiting for my vegetables to grow, my corn to come up. It's looking quite well. Looking quite good.
Here in LA?
Yeah. any minute now. My ship is coming in. I'll keep checking the horizon, and I'll stand on the bow and feel the waves come crashing down, down, down on me. And you say, be still, my love, open up your heart, let the light shine in. Don't you understand? I already have a plan. I'm waiting for my real life to begin. When I woke today, suddenly nothing happened, but in my dreams I slew the dragon, and down this beaten path, and up this cobbled lane, walking in my old footsteps once again. And you say, just be here now, forget about your past, your mask is wearing thin. Just let me throw one more dice, I know that I can win. I'm just waiting for my real life to begin. Any minute now, my ship is coming in. I keep checking the horizon, and I'll check my machine, sure to be that call. It's gonna happen soon, soon, oh so very soon. You know, it's just that times are lean. You say, be still, my love, and open up your heart, let the light shine in. But don't you understand? I already have a plan. I'm just waiting for my real life to begin. Yes, and don't you understand? It's my very own plan. I'm waiting for my real life to begin.
Yeah, Colin Hay, live in the Music Hall at FM 101.9. That's beautiful.
Thanks very much.
Really pretty. Your voice is very comfortably familiar too, because we've heard it all
Like
these
an old
years.
sock.
A comfortable one, though. Topanga is the name of your album,
Yeah.
as in Topanga
As in
Canyon?
Topanga
All
Canyon,
right.
yeah.
And this that song is on this album. You just handed me the disc when you walked in. Now, this is only available as an import, though.
Yeah, at the moment it's just available, you know, if you can get whatever import, whatever shop you go to, you might be able to get it at the import section.
So maybe like record company people who are listening might be able to pick up on this record and release
Yeah, well,
it in this
if
country?
they've got any sense at all, they will, which we're hoping they have, But it's I'm getting a release in Canada and in the UK and Germany and stuff, and so myself and my manager, we did it ourselves, and so we're kind of it's quite empowering in a way, but there are different people, different parts of the world picking up on it, and America is so very big, but there are lots of labels and stuff like that, but already we're kind of getting, there's a bit of a buzz about it, so it's nice, it feels good, so I'm sure that I'll get a domestic deal at some point in the near future. That's what we're hoping for,
Great. Well, a lot of people listen from different offices around this area, so
Right.
Maybe we'll get something going there. You are playing tonight at the Alligator Lounge. For those who don't know, the Alligator Lounge is a cool little room in Santa Monica. It's where Pico and the 10 meet.
That's
the
right.
exit is is it the Sentinella exit
Yeah.
of the 10? So it's right there. What time do you go on?
Oh, about 10?
10? About 10 o'clock. Okay, you've also done some acting.
I have.
Do you enjoy that?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Great catering, usually.
Great catering, good
in the
food.
movies, That's what I find, because, it's so competitive these days that you get fabulous food on a daily basis. Because there's a lot of hanging about,
Right.
so you nibble with that, have a wee piece of that.
A lot of sitting around and waiting.
Yeah.
I asked you that because today is Undercover Thursday, if you would get in the spirit of the thing and do a cover, and I said pick any song that you want to do. So
It's very strange, I've done a lot of songs, covers, because I used to do covers all the time, but, trying to think of one, I'll see if I can stumble through this. I'll just be a second here. Come down on your own, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody must change. And I'm near the end, and now I just ain't got the time. Oh, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. I also wish I could remember that chord in the middle, but I can't right now. Oh. Come down off your throne, leave your body at home. Somebody holds the key. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. And I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. Oh, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. I started something. I'm a little bit embarrassed now because I forgot that.
that was great. Thank you, Colin Hay
What is
covering
that
Blind
called?
Faith.
What a record that was. See, I just
Blind
thought
Faith,
that.
yeah.
I wish I could have. God, I'm really embarrassed. But when I was I suppose about 14 or something, when that record kind of hit, it was one of those records that, in a sense, changed my life in a wee bit, because it was just. It was one of those, I suppose, super groups, but it was such a fantastic album, just the one,
Just the one.
and great songs, Always remember that. It's where I first arrived in Australia as well.
Wow.
Anyway, that's of no use to you at all, that information. It's very little to me either, but And
But thank you for doing that, because I threw it at you right before we went on the air. So, hey, would you do a cover? So that was very nice.
Okay.
You want to do one more song for us?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to
Okay.
do another song if that's all right. All right then, sure thing.
I don't want to leave you on that where you couldn't remember the chord, even though it sounded terrific.
I know. Yes, dear Mr. Hay, I was considering purchasing your album until I heard you play on the air.
Let's just say again, Topanga, the new album, is available as an import at the Virgin Megastore. You can get it. And,
yes, and ask for it by name. Here's a wee tune. Driving through the south, you'll need to stop for gas. That's all taken care of by the gas man. Some of it is very beautiful. Some of it has scars. And some of it is ugly as a bigot in a bar. Driving through the south by car, me and Bon and Charlie B. The night makes us stop by the side of the road for tea. Stare up in the distance, a branding iron is stuck up in the night sky. It's in the shape of America and it's in flames, but I'm not sure why. Into the cornfields, into the cornfields. We know a secret, it happened some time ago. A woman killed a man here, and she was in a traveling show. Burlesque, you could say, with breasts and body beautiful, but serpents appeared from her shoulder blades. That's why the people come into the cornfields, into the cornfields, into the cornfields. We don't wanna go. We're in Virginia now, it's so beautiful and green. Hills and valleys and open skies, yes, it's the best we've ever seen. We're still sitting by the roadside, we're just waiting for a sign. Yeah, me and Bon and Charlie B, together for a time. Into the cornfields, into the cornfields, into the cornfields. We don't wanna go into the cornfields, into the cornfields, into the cornfields. We don't wanna go back there.
Colin Hay, thank you so much for joining us in the FM 101.9 Music Hall. Again, tonight, the Alligator Lounge in Santa Monica. The new album available on import is called Topanga. Colin Hay, thanks for coming in. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Me too. Thanks very much indeed.